The most recent murder in the Belmopan jurisdiction occurred over the weekend. Overnight on Saturday, the partially nude, decomposing body of a man was found in bushes off the Valley of Peace Road. 30-year-old Rudolph Selgado Williams was reported missing last Thursday by his common-law wife, with whom he lives in the Roaring Creek village. When his body was discovered 3 days later, his face had been bashed in and had several large cut wounds to the neck, chest, and to the back of the head.
I got a call way from Hattieville saying that they found his body, not from the police officers. I got a call from his aunt. And then his father came by the house and said they found him. And then his father and family took off. Then I called his friends from BWSL, and so we got 2 vehicles and we went by the scene. On that scene, I found 5 police officers, and they didn't want me to see him. When I went in and I saw him, he was lying there with his pants off, his shirt off, a cut to his neck, and worm all over his body. The only thing I can see was his left leg that had a heart tattoo. They beat him in his face. They beat him in his face, his lone face. I don't know who did this to my common law, but he was the one that took care of us, no care what.
Selgado was an employee of Belize Water Services Limited for the past 10 years and would never miss work. The family was alerted that something went wrong when he didn't clock in on Thursday morning, but they didn't think he was killed.
I passed the house, here I woke, brother was on the veranda, I stopped there, spoke to him. From there, I went home. Following day, I get the man up on home, missing. Wednesday, Thursday. I didn't know. The guys that work with me at BWS came to my house and said, "Why you here? What happened? Your son gone missing." I said, "What?" Yeah, man. And then I gone for me because the man no miss a walk, punctual to his job. And my answer, I said, something gone wrong because the man usually never walk.
I got a call from my common law husband, and he told me he was coming home. He called me 3 times off his friend's phone, and the last call he called me and tell me that he was coming home and he loved me. And I fell asleep. In the morning, I woke up and he was not home as yet. I got concerned like around 10 o'clock when I went back home. And when I went back home, he was not there. I asked my kids if he have arrived, and they said no. So I was really concerned. So while being in Roaring Creek, I went to the police station. And while I was at the police station, they said no person by that name they had arrested or anything. So I came back to Belmopan, and then I went to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, there was no person by that name. Like 10 minutes to 1, I went to the Belmopan police station, and the officer at the front told me that I can't do a missing person report until 24 hours.
Taking matters into their own hands and with assistance from his co-workers and from the Belmopan City Council, where Spencer works, the family conducted 2 days of searches on the river as well as across Roaring Creek.
So the mayor gave them the permission to set up a search team 1 o'clock in the Friday afternoon, and we were from the Cowich Bridge. My mind told me to check the waters. I was from the Cowich Bridge onto tomorrow with some of my co-workers and BWS workers. For 3 days we were on the search, and my mayor came out all out for me. He came out all out for me until this day here, still here for me. And the last place we checked was the burial ground in Maya Mopan, digging holes. We find animals, horses and dogs and all kind of thing. And then I said, God, please just give me the strength to do this. Please just give me the strength. Please give me some answers, please.
2 days passed, the man no report I hope. I don't get. I said, I must kill my son. Sad man, real sad. What they do to my son. Sad.
Was your oldest son, sir?
Yes, sir. Junior. Rudolph Junior.
We understand that you was found with several chop wounds all over. You know anything about that?
No, sir. I was the only one went on the scene. She was they say had on a red shirt. That's all. Along with him. We call him have mask with him, that doctor, I guess. But the position, I couldn't stay. It was too awful.
By all accounts, Selgado was not known as a troublemaker. He was last seen at the Independence Day festivities in the company of a co-worker who had just recently started working on a project at BWSL. News 5 understands that Selgado was in a confrontation with a group of men that same night that he went missing. The family remains perplexed as to who could have wanted their loved one dead.
I was not there, right? But then if he had any problem with anybody in Roaring Creek, I sent my boyfriend to buy like 4 times for the night. He always used to go down by his uncle's tire shop and hang out there. If someone in Roaring Creek if my boyfriend in Roaring had a problem in Roaring Creek, he wouldn't walk Roaring Creek, no care what. And I wouldn't have moved to Roaring Creek. The reason I moved there was to better off our life together without families around. That was why we moved to Roaring Creek. And if he even had a problem in Roaring Creek, he would have told me, because he always come out to me and tell me everything.
He's a good guy, man. Yeah, man, he hurt bad. He hurt me bad. Oh, my God. Rough. To do my son and thing, man. Very awful. But I can't do nothing. It already happened. Yeah, all I have to do is live with it. Yeah, gradually come out of me.
Duane, Moody for News 5.